Look, I locked myself in a room until I made $10,000 per month. Not because I wanted to make a viral, ego-based social media post. Not because I thought it would be a cool story. I did it because I was tired. I was tired of being broke. I was tired of always being behind on bills. I was just tired of watching other people live their dream life while I felt stuck in mine. So I didn't do this as a challenge. I did it because something in me snapped. Something said enough. I was just done making excuses. I was done starting things and never finishing them. I decided that I was going to stay in that room until I figured out how to build a business that would pay me $10,000 every single month. No more quitting, no more distractions. I made a promise to myself, and this time I kept it, and I had my first $12,000 month. A couple years ago, I felt completely overwhelmed. I felt frustrated every single day. I'd look at my phone and see people posting their big wins. New cars, new vacations, quitting their 9-to-5 jobs, traveling the world. And I couldn't help but feel jealous because I wanted that life. I wanted to feel proud of what I was building. But instead I felt small. I felt like I was behind everyone else. I didn't know where to start. I didn't know who to trust. I had tried a couple of things already and none of them had worked. I felt like I was just throwing darts in the dark, just hoping one of them would hit. I had tried dropshipping. The idea sounded good. Find a product, sell it online, and make money without having to ship anything myself. But in reality, it was really messy. The profit was tiny, 5 to 20% when I got lucky. The shipping was slow. The customers complained a lot. Every time I thought I had found something that worked, a bunch of people would copy it and it would stop working. I even tried doing small side hustles like designing logos or selling stuff on Fiverr. It brought in a little cash, but nothing close to what I needed to actually live. All of those things failed for the same reason. I was chasing trends. I was doing a little bit of everything, but not sticking with anything long enough to let it grow. I was jumping from one idea to the next, hoping one would make me rich overnight. And of course, it doesn't work like that. So another day, another failed idea, I told myself something that changed everything. I said, I'm not leaving this room until I figure this out and I'm making 10K per month consistently. And I meant it. So I unplugged everything. I cut off distractions. I told my friends I was going off the grid for a while. I locked the door and I went all in. Now, to be honest with you, I didn't have some kind of genius plan. I just knew that I wasn't going to quit this time. I was going to pick one thing and stay with it until it worked. That was the big difference. That was the shift that changed everything for me. That's when I found out about something called high-ticket online businesses. So let me explain that in the simplest way possible. Imagine you have two choices. You can sell a candy bar for $1 to 100 people, or you can sell a cool toy for $100 to just 10 people. Both ways can make you $100, but in your opinion, which one sounds easier? Selling to just 10 people or to 100 people? The answer is obvious. It's easier to sell to 10 people and takes way less effort. That's what high ticket means. Instead of selling cheap stuff to a bunch of people, you sell something more valuable to fewer people. It's less stress, less work, and more money. Now, unfortunately, we're not allowed to share everything on YouTube, which is why I've recorded a free video to show you how I made over $1,000 a day in profit from my laptop. And right now, we're also offering a few free consultation calls with me or my team to help you come up with a game plan to reach financial freedom in 90 days or less using the PTP method. Now, I highly suggest you click the link in the description below when you're done watching this video. But be quick, because spots fill up extremely fast and soon we'll be forced to take the video down. So I decided to build a high ticket offer. I asked myself, what do I know that can help people? What can I teach someone that would actually solve a problem in their life? That is the key. Because people pay for solutions. If you can help someone to save time, make more money, or fix a painful problem, whatever it might be, they will pay you for that, and they will pay you a lot. And to do this, you don't have to be the best expert in the world. You just need to be 1 or 2 steps ahead of the person you're helping. That's basically it. Now, if you know how to do something that others struggle with, that's very valuable. So when I got started in 2022, I put together a simple offer, shared it online, and started reaching out to people. At first, it was quiet and nobody bought. My first offer was honestly bad. I didn't know how to explain it well. I didn't know how to sell it But I didn't stop. I kept learning, I kept improving. I watched so many videos, it's not even funny. I read so many books. I practiced writing better messages. I tested different ways of talking about my offer. And then one day it happened. I signed my first high-ticket client. They paid me over $1,000. I couldn't even believe it. I stared at the screen for 5 minutes because I was in shock. It finally worked. That first client, while it didn't make me rich, he gave me the belief I needed. It showed me this was real. It wasn't just something that other people talked about online and could do. I could actually do this. So I kept going. I improved my offer. I started getting better at sales calls. I talked to more people. I followed up. And slowly but surely the money started to come in. And the funny thing is, a couple days later, I signed another client who paid me even more. And it kept going like that until I had my first $4,000 a month. And then $10,000, $20,000, etc. It wasn't fast, honestly, because it took me a long time to figure this out, but it was real and it happened finally. My hope with this video is that you'll shortcut that time. Now let me tell you something about this process. In the beginning, to be honest with you, there is no balance. You have to be obsessed. People love talking about work-life balance, but that comes later. At the start, it's grind time. You wake up early, you go to bed late, you work on your skills, you talk to potential clients even though you're afraid of rejection. You build your offer, you learn how to market it. You repeat that every day. I call this grind mode. You have to get into a zone where all you care about is making this work. That's how real change happens. Now, once you're making $10,000 per month, the game changes. You don't keep grinding forever because if you do, you'll just run out of hours in the day. So instead, you start building systems. A system is just a smart way to do something over and over without using as much time. For example, instead of writing the same emails every day, you make templates. Instead of doing every task yourself, you hire someone. That's how you take what you built and make it easier to run. You get your time back. You work smarter, not harder. That's what I did. I found ways to automate parts of my business so I didn't have to do everything by hand. But I'm going to be straight with you. Most people watching this will never make it. Not because they can't, but because they won't quit. They'll get excited. They'll start something. And then after 2 weeks, they won't stop. And then 2 months later, they will try something else. A new business model. Focus on a new shiny trend. And they will repeat that cycle forever. If that's you, you have to be honest with yourself. You're not really trying to make something big right now. You're just playing. If you want to win, you need to forget about all distractions. Pick one thing and commit to it for at least 6 to 12 months. With no distractions and no bouncing around, just focused effort. That is how you break through, and that's exactly why most people don't make it. When I finally hit $10,000 per month, everything changed. I stopped stressing about bills. I stopped saying no to things I wanted to do. I started living life on my own terms. I could work when I wanted. I could travel. I could spend time with my family. I could take a day off just because I felt like it, even though it wasn't planned. And most importantly, I felt like my parents were proud of me, and I stopped feeling like a loser. That is the real freedom. It's not just about having money. It's about having options. When you have control over your time, you feel powerful. You feel calm. That is what I was chasing the whole time. Now, unfortunately, we're not allowed to share everything on YouTube, which is why I've recorded a free video to show you how I made over $1,000 a day in profit from my laptop. And right now, we're also offering a few free consultation calls with me or my team to help you come up with a game plan to reach financial freedom in 90 days or less using the PTP method. Now, I highly suggest you click the link in the description below when you're done watching this video. But be quick, because spots fill up extremely fast and soon we'll be forced to take the video down. So let me leave you with this. It is possible. You don't need to be super mega smart. You don't need a fancy degree. I have no degrees. You don't need permission from anyone. You just need to make a decision. So, are you going to lock in and go all in? Or are you just going to keep wishing and messing around? Because I'm telling you, 6 to 12 months of focus can change your entire life. You just have to stop quitting and keep it simple. Pick one path, stick with it, and don't stop until it works. That's what I did, and that's how you can do it too. Now look, I know that a minority of people are really serious about becoming financially free in 2025. If that's you, then click on the link in the description below, because I've made a video where I explain how I've made thousands of dollars per day working from home in my bathrobe. And most of it is profit, by the way. And right now, we're also offering a few free strategy calls with me or a member of my team to help you come up with a custom game plan to reach financial freedom in 90 days or less. But be quick because spots fill up very fast and we can't take on everyone. So click on the link in the description below if you want to talk. And with that said, I'll see you on the other side.